Okay, here's a wild idea. What if you could completely change how people see you? Gain that instant aura of authority and respect, all without saying a single word. Well, today we're diving into a simple, nonverbal tweak that does exactly that.
So let's kick things off with something you've probably seen a million times, even if you didn't quite put your finger on it. Just think about any room you've been in, a meeting, a party, whatever. There are always these two very different kinds of energy, right?
Seriously, take a second and think about it. Picture that last big meeting you were in. Who was the person that everyone just kinda listened to? The one who commanded attention without even trying? I'll bet you anything it wasn't the person who seemed the busiest or the most frantic. And here are those two types side by side. On one side, you've got what our source material hilariously calls the crazy chicken. And you know exactly who this is, right? All that frantic energy, rushing everywhere, looking totally overwhelmed. That rushing literally signals to everyone that they're not in control. But on the other side, you've got the authority. They're calm, their presence is deliberate. They just look like they've got it all handled. The difference is night and day. So, if rushing makes you look less important, what's the alternative? Well, the answer is this really powerful, kind of counterintuitive idea, and it's the core of what we're talking about today. It's called the power of slow. And the principle is actually pretty simple. When you make a conscious choice to move and speak deliberately, with an unhurried pace, you're sending out this powerful nonverbal signal that you're calm and in control. And when other people pick up on that, their brains just automatically see you as more important. And listen, this is the absolute key. This has nothing to do with having the perfect comeback or the smartest thing to say. This works on a way deeper, more primal level. It's all about the very rhythm of your physical being, the pace you walk, the way you use your hands, the cadence of your speech. Your pace tells people your status long before your words ever get the chance. Now, I get it. This might sound a little bit like magic, but it's actually rooted in some very real, very fascinating psychology. So let's dig into the mechanics of why this actually works so incredibly well. It's a totally fair question, isn't it? I mean, how can something as basic as just slowing down have such a huge impact on how people see you? The secret is all about how our brains are wired to read social cues. Okay, check this out. It's like a chain reaction that happens inside someone else's brain. First, you start moving slowly and deliberately. Their brain, without them even realizing it, picks up on this lack of frantic energy and just reads it as calm. Then, that calmness is immediately interpreted as control. And here's the final automatic jump. The brain equates control with importance. Because, let's be real, the most important people in the room, they don't have to rush for anyone. Let that really sink in for a second. This whole process happens beneath the surface of conscious thought. You're not trying to convince someone with a logical argument. No, you are using a subconscious trigger to directly influence how they perceive you. You are, for all intents and purposes, hacking the part of their brain that figures out the social pecking order. So, we understand the what and the why. Now, for the most important part, the how. How can you actually put this into practice and start building this new authority, starting today? If there is just one thing you remember from this entire explainer, I want it to be this. Your pace signals your power. That's it. It's a simple little mantra for a really profound shift in how you carry yourself and how the world responds to you. All right, so let's tie this all together. Here's the key takeaway. Rushing is the enemy of authority, period. Slowness is your superpower for signaling control and importance. It works because it pulls a subconscious trigger in other people's brains. And the absolute best part, you can start practicing this the second we're done here. Your very next conversation, your next walk down the hallway, that's your new training ground. And that's exactly where I want to leave you. Because now you know the secret. You have a choice. You can keep letting that hurried pace define the impression you make, or you can start using the power of slow to shape it yourself. So the real question is, what will your presence say about you tomorrow?